today?
Good, man. Good. I see I see everybody. Well, PJ was actually on time today, but I see some people was a little tardy. It's all good. It's all good. That's why I had to wait.
Yeah. I've been, man. I've been busy, man. I've been moving. I've been moving a lot
Had a
lately.
long day.
A little, but just getting some stuff sorted out. Getting myself a lot more out there, like I said before.
Good.
So yeah.
Thanks,
I
bro.
got a few prospects as new clients. I gotta meet some up this weekend. I got two interviews lined up. I mean, like I said, man, I'm moving. I'm moving.
Good, bro. Good. Glad to hear, sir. Glad to hear. All right. Um. So, all right.
What up? What up? I'm here, guys.
Hey, what's up, PJ? How's it going, my
What's up?
guy?
What's up? So, Joseph, good, man. What's up with you? You good?
Me, I'm good, man. I'm good. With just telling Marvel some of my stuff that I've been getting lined up. We got a few more prospects, a few more
Clients? Oh,
clients.
nice.
Yeah,
Good,
that I
good for
gotta
you,
meet
bro.
up on the yeah. Gotta meet up with some of them this weekend. And I got two interviews lined up. One for like a kind of sip and chat kind of show recording thing, and another one
Mm-hmm.
on the radio.
Gotcha. Oh, congrats, bro. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling?
Man, thanks. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we gotta step out of our comfort zone if we really want to make things to really start to move, and if we really want to change lives. We can't keep our stories and our knowledge and our energy and everything to ourselves. So I've really been putting myself a lot more out there.
Good. Good, man. Good. I think Marvel, you were saying something?
Now I was asking everybody, how's everybody been?
Oh, been good. Been good, man. I could complain, but
Lord, I got you, man. I got you. It can always be worse, man. It can always be worse.
It cannot exactly, and once we're breathing, we can definitely fix whatever little inconvenience or whatever it is. We can always learn from it.
Yeah,
yeah. Keep
definitely,
pushing through.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are recording. Perfect. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually extremely excited about this one because this this topic we're about to go through, honestly, Kim, what's going on? What's going on? This is honestly like the bedrock of my business, like the bedrock of like everything. My foundation, I mean, just hospitality, being hospitable, just serving people, learning how to serve people as well, different methods and all that, the concept of unreasonable hospitality. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope. It's really dope, man. I mean, I do believe that hospitality is actually like the cornerstone of good business. Like people
Mm-hmm.
people sometimes people are even hospitable when they don't even know that they're being hospitable. Like just being hospitable is actually just like at times just being a good person, just like not necessarily just worrying about like the transaction but also the relationship, and also like how they are as far as like their interaction with the business, and just like creating that connection. So yeah, man. So today, I mean, everybody's that's here is supposed to be here, so it is what it is. And people can definitely join up. It's all good. So Valerie. Okay, perfect.
That's me. That's me. My bad. I'm just getting on my laptop here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Miss Valerie, what's going on?
No, that's me. That's me.
Oh, it's you. Oh
Oh,
shit. I didn't even
That's
know
me.
that.
That's
My
me.
bad. My bad. I was like, damn. I got a new
I'm
member.
just
I'm excited.
I'm switching from the phone. My bad.
Okay, that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so let's go over unreasonable hospitality. So, unreasonable hospitality is a concept popularized by Will Guidara if you guys know who Will Guidara is, he is a well-renowned restaurateur, a former co-owner of the acclaimed 11 Madison Park in New York City. And he actually made this book. Let me get up real quick. So there's a book list that I actually made within the community. And one of the books that I strongly encourage you guys to is this book. Let's see if we can try to focus. It's not really focusing. Why is it not focusing? Oh, there we go. Because I got to put it back here. Yeah, Unreasonable Hospitality. Unreasonable Hospitality. Yeah, it's actually in. It's one of the books actually in the classroom where you can actually find out one of like 23 books. Okay, so within this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to be going over the different levels of hospitality and actually how you can actually use and leverage unreasonable hospitality to build your loyalty with your clients. So the idea transcends traditionally so that the idea transcends from traditional nations of customer service to create exceptional and also memorable guest experiences by focusing on the element of surprise, exceeding expectations, and fostering meaningful human connections. When you guys go to a restaurant, what makes the restaurant so meaningful and so impactful? Like, what do you guys think?
Well, two things, definitely. The service and the food.
And then also, too, on top of that, that's definitely good, Joe, but also how they make you feel.
That's what I meant with service. I basically
with service.
How you call it? I please put it in service, because me, I don't care how famous the restaurant is or how good they say the food is. If I don't get like that good quality service, I would probably take that good quality service on how someone would treat you rather than if it tastes the best. Because if I get crappy service, they don't attend to you, they're a bit rude, a bit mouthy and stuff like that, it's a high chance that I will not come back. But some place that the food is not that great, but you get like that exceptional service, they're attentive to you, they basically make you feel like they really care, like if you enjoy the food, if you're enjoying yourself, how you're actually feeling about your experience and stuff like that, then I will definitely come back and support.
Yeah, no, definitely. So when it comes to, unreasonable hospitality, there's definitely obviously key principles that I want to go over. Now, here's the thing. Being in, there we go. Okay, cool. Being in, like, you don't necessarily have to be in hospitality to be hospitable. Like, you don't necessarily need to do that. You can actually use hospitable principles and also techniques within your business. And I don't care what kind of business that you're in. You can be in real estate, you can be in taxes, you can be in agriculture, you can be in import export, like whatever it is, using the levels and also the tactics of unreasonable hospitality can definitely, take you a long way. So let's go over one of the key principles, right? So for the first one, which is it is exceeding expectations. Unreasonable hospitality is about going above and beyond the standard surface norms. It involves surpassing and also surprising guests with unexpected gestures, gifts that leaves a lasting impression. So I've always said, when it comes to giving a great service, especially in my concierge, it's never ever a 1 versus 1 equal exchange when it comes to servicing or serving your clients. If you want your clients to actually come back, you actually have to do more than just, I guess the norm or within the normal realm as far as, I'm sorry?
I was like, the bare minimum. Can't do more. You can't do the bare minimum.
Yeah, you can't necessarily do the bare minimum, because if you actually do the bare minimum, then it's like, how are you going to be able to stand out? How are you going to actually be able to like really, really stick out from like your competition? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're not doing more to be able to show that value for me to come back, I can just literally go to anybody when
Anywhere.
it
Yep.
comes to, yeah, like either, Kim with her social media, and also like Joe with his health and wellness and also his fitness. I've always said, so one of the things in the beginning, like when I actually made this community, is that everybody does everything. You have tens and hundreds of thousands of jobs that like everybody kind of almost does the same, but at the end of the day, nobody's you. So since nobody's you, and how are you able to actually differentiate yourself with using hospitality to be able to actually create long lasting relationships and also clients? So make sure that like when you have those clients that you're actually serving, what levels and what different things that you can do to exceed expectations. Are you able to give extra check-ins? Are you able to really connect to the person, as far as like maybe they need if say for instance with Joe, like with the health and wellness, if a person that is really big on stretching, or they want like like a foam roller, you actually give them a foam roller actually that's actually included into the service that you're doing. If you actually do that with me, literally I'm going to literally be like, yo, Joe is like really thinking outside of the box. Like, I really want to make sure that like I stick with him, because he's thinking about things that other people, other fitness trainers are not thinking. So whether
Mm-hmm.
through
Mm-hmm.
personalized introduction and personalized interactions, thoughtful details, like I just said, or extraordinary service, that's one of the ways that you can definitely exceed expectations. Okay, so the second principle, you have to create memorable experiences. You have to be able to definitely write this down. So as these key principles, definitely write down these principles that can actually be applicable to your business to be able to use it. So creating memorable experiences. Instead of merely just fulfilling the customer's needs, Unreasonable Hospitality aims to create memorable moments that resonate emotionally. I remember when I was hosting a client, and I think it was a bachelor client, I believe. I was able to give him an experience where he was actually a big fan of like this really, really big soccer player, Marcus Rashford. And Marcus Rashford from Manchester United, he's actually my client. So he's always wanted to like meet him. He always wanted to like actually, he's a really, really big fan. He's been a Man United fan, honestly, for over a decade, maybe even 2 decades. So with that, I was actually able to FaceTime Marcus, because I'm really close and connected with him, and actually was able to actually have them talk for like literally 30 seconds. And that right there really created like this memorable moment where like he's never ever going to forget that, no matter what. So with that being said, whatever business that you're in, what can you do to create those memorable experiences so the clients can stick for a long time? They can actually, be there, not just from a service standpoint, but actually, an experience standpoint. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All
Yep.
right, cool. So, this can include unique experiences, special celebrations, that enhance the overall journey of the guests. So,
Let me ask you a question, Marvel.
go ahead.
So in this experience here, the example you just gave, right, about when your clients liking, the soccer player,
Uh,
you had to have the relationship with that client to know who their favorite soccer player was,
mm-hmm,
right? So even
mm-hmm,
going before creating memorable experiences exceeding expectations, you got to get that
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
experience. You got to get that connection with the client and
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
relationship. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. That
Yes. Yeah.
relationship. Is that
Yeah.
is that is that right? That's
Yeah.
what I'm
No,
getting.
definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I just
Yep.
wanted to
Know
no
your
question,
client.
just a
Yeah.
statement.
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. You gotta know your client. You gotta create that connection.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's kind of like obviously like a bigger example, if that makes sense. But see how you could actually create an experience on a smaller level. You know, I'll give okay, like PJ, I'll give you an example. Let's just say if like you can get a signed book from Eric Thomas on one of his books and actually give it to one of your people that you actually sell a package to. I don't think that's not that hard.
I could probably get that.
Yeah, just something like that. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah, that can definitely be one thing. So, um, but definitely, keep in mind as far as like having those memorable experiences to really create those long lasting connections. Okay, so the third principle. So this right here, this is actually for more so of people who have staff or people who work for you or you work or what we can do is we'll do two things. So we'll talk about the empowerment of staff as far as the empowerment of staff and also the empowerment of coworkers and people that you work with. So Gurdera really emphasizes the power of the empowerment. My bad. Gurdera emphasizes the empowerment of staff, allowing them the freedom to make decisions and prioritize guest experiences. So let's just say that you have a colleague that you work with where you guys are like literally maybe in the different lanes, but you guys are going the same direction. How are you going to be able to actually empower him and also empower you guys to accomplish that mission? Because at the end of the day, it's yes, competition also breeds excellence when it comes to coworkers, but you guys are actually heading to the same direction. So if you can actually empower your coworker and if he or she can actually empower you, that's a win-win. Now, if you do have staff, if you have people who work with you or work for you, um, allowing them the freedom to make decisions and to prioritize the guest experiences. Employees are encouraged to be creative, adaptive, and also proactive in finding ways to surprise and also delight the guest. So whoever that you're working with, you guys are working together. You guys are not working alone. You guys are not working against each other. So those people are really, really, employees are obviously very, very empowered because those are the people who actually run your business. What I will also say too is being hospitable is also about being giving. Being hospitable is also about being giving. So if I let's see if I could try to like give an example for me. So with my company, I empower my staff. Like I have 8 bodyguards that work for me. I have a director of transportation, director of security. I'm worried about more so of not necessarily how they deliver with my business, but how they are outside with their mental, with their physical, with their overall well-being to make sure they actually perform at the most optimal peak. Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm Marvel Bishop. Don't get it twisted, but I'm only one person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
to be able to understand the people that you work with, the people who work for you, I should say, um, not even there's times, when I check up on my people, I don't even ask about business. I don't even ask about, hey, how many clients have you actually contacted today? Hey, what do we have as far as this weekend? Like, are we going to be going to live? Like, I don't even do that. I literally ask them, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how's your week been? Hey, how's your family? Because what we need to understand, as far especially about being hospitable, is these people are human. The people that work with us, like as far as like staff, like they're human beings and they only go as far as their mental and also their quality of life allows them to. So I've always been a person that make sure that I check up on my people, make sure that, you know, where they're going, and also how I can also be of service to them. Let me give you an example on this community. When people don't show up, when people don't show up to the calls, or maybe if they're late, whatever, like, hey, like I go the extra mile, because to be very honest with you, like, I don't necessarily need to like hit people up outside as far as like with the texts and calls and then send them like the Zoom links. I don't need to do that. But I want to do that because I want to ensure to empower the people who I'm actually listening to so they can show up. Like, that's the level of hospitality that you can actually use within your businesses to really, really align with these people. It's like, okay, you know what, this guy, you know, he cares more than just the $47 a month. He cares more than just he doesn't just see me as a dollar sign, if that makes sense, you know. Joe, there's, you know, I don't want to talk about your business, I'm not going to do that, but there's certain things, whatever, that we had talk offline where, you know, that was a level of hospitality, because I'm like, you know what, I want to make sure that like you good and we're handling that situation. But if I was just a person that just honestly just saw you as a number, like I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
So, you know, just just make sure, man, like I'm trying to tell you, man, like being able to empower your people. Like, if you have a staff, empower your staff. If you have a tribe, empower your tribe. If you have coworkers, find different ways to really, really see what you can do to like really, really connect with them and also empower them. Okay, so the next principle. So personalization. This is actually really, really dope. So personalization and creating memorable experiences, it does have a little bit of alignment, has some parallels, but let's just definitely go over it real quick. Understanding individual guest preferences and crafting experiences tailored to their unique taste and desires is a cornerstone of unreasonable hospitality. Let me say that again so you guys can write it down. Unreasonable hospitality emphasizes the importance of genuine human, oh, sorry, I read the wrong thing. My bad. Understanding individual guest preferences and crafting experiences tailored to their unique tastes and desires is a cornerstone of unreasonable hospitality. So this can range from remembering their names. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me put this down. I would say that one of the best ways to just not only be hospitable, but another way to just be a good fucking human being is just remembering people's names. Like, you can, like, and this is something that, like,
Yep.
as me as a person, like, I need to work on, because I meet so many people throughout the day. I want to be able to remember them. I want to be able to like really, really connect with them. And sometimes I do mess up as far as like trying to remember their name, but you know, not remembering their name is like the first level of disrespect. Like, not remembering their name is the first level of disrespect. Not remembering their name is the first level of disrespect. So let me give you an example. So one of my so I go to Boxer, which is a really big boxing class. It's a full gym in Miami.
The gym.
Yeah. And this happened about a year ago. So one of the operators, so he does like content, photo, video, and everything, you know, in Boxer. He takes care of the whole company production. I couldn't remember his name. And since there was a time where like I had to get his attention, and I said, "Sir, sir, sir," and I said, "Sir," again, and then like all I remember is him coming to me and be like, "Hey, just want to let you know that my name is Daniel." Now I thought that me saying "sir" would actually be, you know, a little bit respectful. Joe, can you mute your mic real quick? I'm getting some feedback. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay. So I thought that you know, saying sir would actually be able to like, have that type of respect. But sir and sometimes madam is not enough. Sometimes sir and sometimes madam is not enough. You have to remember their names. So what I would do is, and I could actually give you guys a little bit of a nugget as far as trying to remember people's names. I try to find different and more unique ways to remember their names by having them repeat it, or if I read it repeatedly. So say PJ, if I meet you, right? I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your name, sir? You say PJ, right? Now I'm talking to you for maybe a 1 or maybe a 2 minutes later, right? If I can't remember your name, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, hey, can you remind me of your name again? That'd be great. Then you say PJ. So that's 2 times. I try to get to at least 4 to 5 times of you actually repeating it so I can actually retain it. Because there's some study that if you have a person that pronounces and also says their name 5 times like in a row, you have like a way better chance of actually retaining information and also remembering. I don't know how true it is, but like I don't know like if that's an actual step, but it does work if that makes sense. And then also if I try to like get their phone number, if I try to get their phone number, I'm like I give my phone to them, and oh actually I have my phone in my hand. I'm like, hey, can you just like how do you like spell your name? And then when they say you spell your name, they're like, PJ English. So that's the third way. Another way is also for you to get their Instagram as well. Sometimes their Instagram has their name associated. So like, hey, okay, all right, cool. So like if I get their Instagram, then I actually see like what their name is. And that's like actually a fourth way. So the fifth way I can't necessarily remember, but like that's actually different ways to actually remembering a name. Remembering people's names will literally take you so far. It can actually like make or break the connection that you have in order to maybe even do business, whether it's like maybe professional, personal, whatever it is. So please, guys, remember like just being hospitable. Like you don't even have to be like so crazy with it. It's just the bottom line. Remembering their names is definitely key. So okay, so where are we at? So we said remember their names and also anticipating their needs before they exceed them. So that can as far as remembering their name. Okay, we have remember their names to anticipate their needs and also before expressing them. So yeah, so names is definitely very important. Okay, the next one, human connection. So I've always said that people do not do business with people. People do not do business with business. They do business with people. Like they don't really like to be able to really have a service. Is really good to actually have that human connection because look, I'll tell you this. I mean, I will say that all you guys, the reason why you guys are here is because of the human connection and like the connection that we have collectively, but also individually as well too. So unreasonable hospitality emphasizes the importance of genuine human connections, creating relationships with guests, foster loyalty and a sense of community, which can strengthen a brand's reputation and rapport. So one thing I really want to like really hit home with you guys. The best connection when it comes to building relationship with clients is anything outside of the business. The best way to actually be able to really serve these clients is anything outside, which means, yes, if you're doing social media, if you're doing health and wellness, if you're sales, if you're trying to pitch them, if you're, trying to, my man, Dan is in here. He does lighting for like big corporations, also buildings. Being able to really connect to these people is very important. I'll give you an example. So last week I had one of my she's not even a client and not right now, but she will be. But she's a person I've known for like a very long time. She used to be one of the managers at my old building. She got into an accident where She was actually hitting an intersection, and one of these guys, one car, like actually ran a stop sign and like hit her dead on. Um, you know, she's okay. She's good. She's actually resting right now. She's back at work. But what I did, I obviously didn't really care about as far as like more so of doing business with her, but like I wanted to see how she was doing. So like I called her, I texted her, I also sent her a card and also flowers like to her job that she has, just kind of like a get well card. And honestly, being able to really, really like develop that relationship is going to really, really pay off because we have we're actually going to have our first meeting, I believe on Friday, and she's going to actually introduce me to the one the CEO of Mastercard. So it's
Oh, nice, nice. I was gonna
yeah.
say, you sure it's not a date? I was gonna say, you sure it's not a date? Sound like you
Don't do that,
sound like
PJ.
courting to me.
Let's stay focused, King. Let's stay focused.
Nice, nice. Congrats on that, man. Real good, real good.
Yeah. So it's really really about the outside effects of, because listen, so many people just don't really know how to connect to people. They don't necessarily know how to connect to humans. They think that you know just focusing on the brand and just focusing on the transactions, yeah, that can definitely get you, but that can definitely get you some way, but that's not going to get you far. And just being very, very creative and actually strengthening these human connections, um, on remembering, like people's birthday, or even like remembering uh the client's wife, or maybe even the client's husband, like maybe their spouse died, or maybe like their family member died, or something happened. I don't know what it is, but sending a card, sending a get well card, sending like a like, hey, listen, I know like this is a very, very tough time that you're actually going through right now. I just wanted to send you well wishes. Um, being able to really, really connect as far as sending texts, sending voice notes, sending video notes, sending emails, sending letters, even like sending like handwritten letters. Like, you guys need to really understand, like, this entrepreneurship journey, man, like, it's spiritual, man. It really is. It's as far as succeeds the physical, and for you to actually put yourself in position to make sure that you can actually be very, very successful, you got to think outside the box and see how you can actually connect to people in a day and age where human connection is so scarce.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important to do that. Okay, the next principle. The next principle is attention to detail. Attention to detail. Small, thoughtful details can transform an ordinary experience into a extraordinary one. Not only the experience, but then also the relationship and the connection that you actually have with that potential client or that client. What can you do? Like, the devil's always in the details. So it's like, what can you do in small references that can actually get you into a further trajectory?
I would say maybe, like you said, pay attention to details. Let's say like if you notice that they like a certain drink or a certain snack or a certain food, something like that.
Okay.
Like whenever you guys are probably gonna meet up or maybe have a meeting or gonna go somewhere, you can actually bring that for them, or have it there ready for them. Let's say, for example, you notice that someone really likes pink lemonade, and then it's like sometimes you can't get pink lemonade from everywhere. So being that if you actually, you're basically going above and beyond their expectations, because basically they weren't expecting it and it's something that they actually really like. So if you get it for them, it's like, wow, like I wasn't like I wasn't expecting that,
Yeah.
thanks, like thanks,
No,
man, like
facts.
hmm
No, that's actually very, very point. Very, very. What do you think? What do you think? Like, PJ, and Kim, if I don't know if you're able to talk too, because I actually want to ask that question as well, see what your thoughts are. But PJ, what do you think? Like, what's your thoughts
So
about
for
that?
me, so for me, we're talking about going the extra mile, right?
Yeah, going the extra
Or
mile, being able to actually have attention to detail. Like, what do you think that you can do in order to bring more attention to detail in the line of work that you do?
so I have a cheat code actually because I use a
Okay.
CRM, right? Everybody knows CRM, customer relationship management
Yes,
software.
sir.
So once I call somebody, I text them. I can put notes into the CRM, and the next time I call them, I can look back at my notes from the last conversation. Um, Real example, one guy in the program, he was selling his gym. I don't know where he lives. I forgot. He lives in like Jersey, and he had a gym that he was selling. But something's going on with the process, funding, financing, that part of the process was
Mhm.
delayed. Had another call with him a couple weeks later. And even before I looked in the note, I remember the name, and I was like, "Oh, I need to ask him. I want to ask him about how did you sell the gym? How's that going?"
Mhm. Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, thanks for asking." So I feel like something simple like that for me, because I talk to so many people, on a daily basis. Not like a lot of follow up, a lot of, once they're in the program, they kind of go beyond me, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I got you. I
So
got you. I
little
got
touch
you.
points like that is, for me, that will fall into this category.
Yeah, just asking, how they're doing, but also like, how's the business going? But then also too on top of that, like, hey, like what other things that you think that you need in order to like have like a, successful business or like a successful week within your business, things like that, you know? Um,
Sense makes sense.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Kim, are you there? I don't think she's able to talk. Maybe not. It's all good. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. Okay. So the last one is a culture of service. A culture of service. Establishing a culture that prioritizes hospitality in every aspect of the business ensures that everyone is aligned around the common goal of exceptional service. This culture can inspire employees to put forth the best efforts consistently. The best efforts consistently. So I always make sure within my company, I have a tagline, I have a mantra. You guys know this. It's called the Academy, only the best. The only the best mantra is literally a saying that we do not accept anything less than the best service, than the best attitude, the best approach, the best everything. With having the best service and having that culture is embedded within hospitality, because the more hospitable I am, the best, the more of the best service I'm able to actually provide. So within your lines of work, what can you do in order to strengthen the culture of service? Maybe not with your people, because maybe you don't necessarily have employees, but within yourself and also your coworkers. Because it's a mindset at the end of the day. It's a mindset. Like being hospitable is not just, you can't just turn it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you should be as a human being. Like being a good human being is one of the levels of actually being hospitable. What can you do to separate yourself from the pack? What can you do to be able to support and also, be able to be at the side of the people that you work with, to be able to cultivate and to be able to really, really focus on the mission that you have.
Is that a sorry guys. Hey guys, sorry. Participating a little late, but I can I
Okay,
answer that question?
of course.
Yeah, so I thought about that. I like to leverage the power of delegation. I always talk about like delegating customer service, because sometimes as like founders, business owners, like we don't have time, like especially if we're like servicing more than one client. um we don't have like the, the actual like physical time to dedicate to like every single one of those clients evenly. So I like to like delegate a few people within, like, I like to say like a funnel of, so there's like obviously the first touch point would be me, and then I make sure that each of my clients are assigned a dedicated, maybe like a project manager or account manager, or someone that actually like makes those touch points and checks in with the client. Then there's like another person as well that does those daily check-ins as well. So like I think, like, I guess as founders or as business owners, at least hiring or delegating like the chains of customer service to more than one person could help like mitigate like burnout, as far as even the, even us, because that can burn us out, like 10 clients, 20 clients, 30 clients, like we're doing all this customer service by ourselves. It can make us burn out. So
Or,
that was my, you know
or
input.
to, I mean, not definitely, but also to like, add on to what you're saying. Maybe there's going to be other people that can be more hospitable than you.
Yeah, that exactly.
Maybe there's somebody that has more diplomacy,
Yes.
than you. Like I like teaching you guys this is one thing, but then also like just remember, like if you're not that person, you're just not that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I
okay.
agree.
It's okay to actually pour into other people to see if they can actually maybe lean into that power for them to be hospitable to also magnify your business. But just having them, because look, I mean, I'll tell you this. I definitely speak well for myself. I have a great vernacular. I know that I have that. But there is, I would say maybe one person that just can speak better than me, honestly. And sometimes, especially when shit hits the fan, I don't want to be hospitable. I actually want to just scorch earth and just fucking burn shit. That's what I want to fucking do. However, I can't do that because I run a business and I have to be very, very, zen. So
Professional.
what I do, I have this like good cop, bad cop thing sometimes, but we kind of like switch off. Like sometimes I'm a bad cop, he's a good cop, and also vice versa. It's very, very interesting. But because I will say that you have to just make sure that the culture of your service is the number one thing. And if that means that you have to actually step down and let somebody else run and be in
Mm.
front to handle maybe delegate, or they gotta delegate something and then they can be more hospitable than you, it is what it is. Like sometimes being hospitable is just like, you know what, this is not my lane. This is not something that I can do right now. I can actually have my guy actually or my girl do this shit a lot better. Let me put that on them so they can honestly handle that,
I I actually underestimated the value of, like, when I was like starting, like when I first in early stages of my business, I actually undervalued the power of like real genuine customer service. And I used to try to do my
Mhm,
own customer service. And like you said,
mhm.
Bishop, I I found out like late in the game that I wasn't that good at the customer service aspect, like handling conflict, because I'm like similar to you in the sense that like I don't like to be blamed for things, and like, so it's like I knew I wasn't that person.
Oh well,
So
I'm definitely that person, but there's so much of a threshold that I have.
yeah, yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
for me, no, I mean, here's the thing, like when you're the number one, like you are the last line of defense.
Right, right, right,
So,
right.
if you gotta handle something, you gotta handle something. But
Yeah, yeah.
if it can be handled before it gets to you, then by all means.
Correct,
You know what I'm
correct.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Um, I think I think the last one is honestly, which is, goes without saying, which is consistent quality. Um, Just. Dan, you saying something?
Hmm?
You said something? Dan, you're not muted, by the way.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and by the way, too, you want to be able to change your name. I don't know if you want to or not. You know, what I'm saying, hey, pick a
Listen,
name.
I'm trying to, but I don't even know.
All right, don't worry, brother. What I'll do is, by the way, Dan has been a member for about a month and a half. So, if you want to introduce yourself real quick, go ahead since you have the floor.
My bad. I know I have more than the floor. Yeah, my name Dan. I own a lighting company. I also do exotic car rentals and business funding. And had the pleasure of meeting Marvel, and he's very. I mean, Marvel know his stuff. I definitely wanted to be a part of his community and learn everything that he knows and just trying to be a better, all around with, just hospitality. Everything has to do with my field too. There's always room for improvement. You can never know too much. So that's me. But of course, I was trying to put my image here or do my face or whatever, but I don't know how to
Well,
operate
if you
this
want to
stuff.
put your face in, all you gotta do is just tap in, and then you see at the bottom right or the bottom left, it says start or stop video. You can do that. Sorry, I know. Zoom 101 is not necessarily within the curriculum tonight, guys, but just bear with me.
How do you how do you put a picture instead of an actual live video? Because at
Yeah.
times I may not be able to be on video, but I don't
Now,
want
of
to see like
course, that
blank.
I'm not sure. Like,
You got to go on the
Joe,
web. You have to go onto the
how did
website
you do that?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
you say you gotta do it on the web?
to do
Yeah.
how Joseph has his picture right there. You got to go on www dot your account,
Okay,
log into your
so
account,
Zoom.
and
Okay.
you see your account settings, and from there go to your profile
Who
and
you sure?
change your
No, I don't
picture.
think so. I think you can do it
That's
from
what
your
I
phone.
from the phone. I've never done it from the phone.
Yeah, well, I got an iPhone. I'm not sure if you guys have a Samsung or probably iPhone as well, but I think if you have an iPhone, you can do it from your phone. I don't remember how I did it, but I did it from my phone.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to
So,
well,
figure.
that's the
maybe you gotta go.
introduction. I guess I'll just do it next time,
Yeah, I'll do it next time as well.
Oh no, wait! I think I figured it out.
Oh, I think I figured it out too. Actually, hold up.
You go to
Okay,
more.
we
I think you go
figuring
to
stuff out.
yeah. No, it's all
Yeah.
good, man. We here, man. We learning. Like,
What did I
yeah.
go
So it's very
background
simple.
and
Yeah,
All right.
effect?
So
you
you
go
got.
to
I don't
you
know. You
go
want
to
me to go through it real
more,
quick?
and at the top of the like next to your name, you just click on the icon, and it should pop up for you to change your picture.
Oh, okay, nice. It's good to
You
know.
say go to more.
Yeah,
So go to
like
your
When I go
bottom.
to more,
to the
it says
bottom, right?
meeting. It says meeting settings, background and effects, and it said disconnect audio. When I go to more,
Go
Okay,
to
hold on.
go to background and effects. There should be something that says background and effects.
Oh yeah, I
Dan.
see
I did.
background and effects.
I did. That's where I was earlier.
Okay, now then after that, then just go to plus sign.
I
Yeah,
went
No,
to
I think
plus. I did that. That's what I did earlier. I went to plus sign and it allowed me to put an image and I see the image on the background,
yeah, that's like a
you
green
know?
screen kind of effect.
Yeah, but it doesn't, and then it doesn't allow me to, I don't
all
know
right,
what
hold on.
I,
Let me see if I can send a screenshot in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. We're all about learning, man. So this is the part of learning.
Hold on. Give me the full access.
Oh, I think you have to actually like sign in.
Okay.
You guys got it?
All right, I sent a picture in the chat, the screenshot.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I see it, but you must be on the computer or whatever.
No, I'm on my iPhone.
Okay, so I see the image of the thing. What are we supposed to do?
You're just supposed to click right by the icon where next to your name, basically like where my picture is. So right next to your name on the left side, you click on it, and then once you click on it, hold on.
How do I get to that part? You know?
Okay, you're on your phone right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. So to the top left, you should see an arrow, like where it says Zoom, and it also has a little speaker.
Okay, hold on.
I found it.
Yeah, I see the arrow and
Yeah, you click on the arrow, and then it should
mhm.
go right to the page where I screenshotted.
Okay, meeting.
No, right at the top.
Okay, hold on. Back to meeting. I see Zoom. Hold on. I see arrow. It took me back to the Zoom workplace, and it says back to meeting. And I know if I go to settings,
Oh,
mm,
what phone do you have?
I got the iPhone, the new one, iPhone 15, I think.
But that's strange. You should go. It should go right to that screen
Yeah.
that I
Dan,
screenshot.
Dan, when I see you, yeah, when I see you, I'm gonna see you tomorrow anyway, so I'll figure it out for you.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Okay.
out. Let's just go on to the next thing.
All
I
right,
don't want to.
sounds good. All right, so I think PJ actually dropped off, but it's all good.
Let me
Okay,
see. Yeah,
so that's basically it. Um, just let's go over like a couple questions or anything that you guys have for me that I can answer because we have about like 10 more minutes. Any
And
questions?
no questions right now.
nah. For me, yeah, same.
Good.
I'm good. Yeah. I got a lot of information on that call that PJ sent me the link for on Sunday. So that was definitely helpful for a lot of stuff and a lot of knowledge. And yeah, basically the information that you also passed on today is something basically that I've kind of been implementing already. It's just that I'm gonna take it to another level right now.
Okay.
Same. Marvel, would you recommend any type of tool or tool that can be used for hospitality to remember like birthdays and holidays and like little things like you have anything like that or it doesn't exist? What do you think?
That's damn.
For like CRM, like a customer relations type of
I
like.
would say definitely like a CRM. Maybe like I would feel like Go High Level probably has everything that you need as far as like having your information with your clients. Um,
Okay.
I would imagine that. What I will say, I want to give you guys this. There is an app that's called Contacts.
Uh-huh.
So Contacts is CONTACTS. It's in the App Store, and basically, it is the best app as far as remembering and just connecting with people that you've connected recently. Because sometimes, like you can't really find a person's contact because you can't remember when you actually met them. With the Contacts app, it actually syncs with your contacts in your phone. It actually will show you like the dates and the time of when you met that person.
Oh wow.
Me, until I can actually remember the person, I literally put where I met them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I put
Or how about this? Or how about this?
Jenny from the gym.
Yeah. Or how about
Michael,
this?
Michael from the airport.
Yeah. I mean, that works. That definitely works. But how about like if you can't like if you can't like necessarily like remember the person's name, but you remember when you met them, to narrow it down, you can actually search and do a search of like a filter search of like what month you met these people, and you can actually narrow it down.
That could possibly work to an extent, but the way that the time is flying right now, it'll definitely
It's
have
not
to
a
have
it's not a
an
foolproof plan.
an
It's not
event.
foolproof. It's not foolproof, but I mean, it gets you closer to what
No,
you
yeah,
had before.
definitely. I know I would definitely remember if it's maybe like an event in that same month or probably that
Yeah,
same week. That's
facts.
definitely gonna help some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then honestly too is like when you actually see the person's name or like you actually see it, then that's when you actually remember. It's like, damn, man, what's that girl's name I met? Oh, Kim, yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, I actually met her in September. Oh shit, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Hmm.
just helps.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that
Does
Um,
it,
happens.
it saves pictures too, right? Profile pictures.
yeah, it's yeah, basically it's like it's embedded into your phone. So like you don't have to put the contacts in that app. All you got to do is just do what you do and just put the contacts in your phone, and it automatically updates.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
mean to interrupt, but I figured it out.
Dude, I
Okay,
was
good.
just I was literally just gonna say it. I'm like Dan
You know
went
why? You
down,
know why? You know
got
why?
his swagger on his pick. Same
Yeah,
experience.
you know. Hey, I see social Hackett's marketing. Like I see you doing your thing, so I'm like, hey, look, I gotta do my thing too now.
I think I changed my name. I wanted to change my name from to my real name instead of that. So I actually was able
Yeah.
to do
So
it.
what? The reason why I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't logged in on my account. I just went
Yeah,
and
that
then
yeah.
I'm like, you
When
know what? That's
okay,
what it
okay.
was. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oh,
Um,
sorry. Last thing, I somebody gave me a trick. Was basically like when you meet somebody, take a selfie. This may be depending on the type of client or depending on the event, but taking a selfie and then saving it that way, or even yeah, that was one, but that may not work
that's
for all
actually pretty good.
cases.
That's yeah.
I was just gonna say that's actually a good one. Exactly. You
Yeah,
can save it with their number.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then also too, you can say with the number, but then also whenever you actually connect with the person, say for instance, like you like spoke to the person, you speaking to the person like the next week,
Hmm.
you can actually like add that photo so they can remember you.
Yep,
You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep,
Like, hey Kim, it's been a while, this and that. Wanted to connect with you on like, social media services. And then that paragraph needs to be attached to the picture that we took.
yep, yep. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So I think we're good. Appreciate you guys for coming to my TED talk. Not my TED talk, but my my academy talk. So I'm gonna be adding another element to the weekly events. So what I'm thinking I want to do, I'm probably gonna start this next week. Let me know what you guys think. Every other week from like 6 to 10, I just want to be able to just have an open co-working live like virtual like meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no lessons, there's just no lessons, nothing necessarily. It's just an open space for people to work, chat, come in, come out as they please. Um, do you guys think that would be helpful for you?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
could be
open to
cool.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be cool too.
Yeah, you
Live
guys are just coming in
questions.
and out, coming out as you please. You know what I'm saying? I'll have it open. I may not necessarily be here, but like, it's just somewhere where like, we can just like virtually gather and just talk about anything. And or you don't even have to talk about anything. You can just sit there and just work.
My thing, I don't work past like 6. I don't really work past 5. I kind of like I'm trying to like have more better time management in regards to like because I used to work throughout the entire day and I would never stop. So maybe I can adjust myself to attend, and try to get some
Or
stuff done during that time.
maybe we can do a Saturday. Maybe we can do a Sunday. Like what day do you think will be better?
Sunday sounds cool.
Like
Yeah,
a Sunday.
I'm open. I'm open.
I'm gonna try out a couple of days to see what works. Next week
Okay.
we'll do Thursday, and then the following time, then we'll do like a Sunday to like I don't know, like maybe 2 to 3 or maybe 2 to 4 or some shit like that.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds like a
Yeah,
plan.
we can test out different things and see what works.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely do.
All right, yeah. If you guys have any other questions, I think we are good. I hope you guys took notes.
Yeah, definitely did.
And yeah, so I think so Monday, definitely see you guys. If you guys have any questions, anything like that, you guys know how to reach me. And I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Sounds good.
Definitely.
All
Thanks,
right.
Thanks for
guys.
the time
All
and
right.
the info,
Peace.
man.
All
Good
right.
night,
All right.
Take
Thank
care.
you.